right, guys, I got a few rules to go over real quick. Make sure not to bump into anybody. Make sure to give it a lot of gas when you're coming up that hill over there. If you happen to wreck or get stuck, just stay seated. One of us will come help you. And then at the end of the ride, stay seated till everybody's parked. Singles run your right, doubles are straight ahead, and I'll take your tickets. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was in July, so it was a busier night, okay. But it wasn't like it wasn't a weekend, it was a weekday, okay, so it wasn't like crazy. We probably did like 200 tickets that night, but that's not like crazy for a July night. We had this group show up that they pointed out to me we'd kicked out previously.
There had been some guys and some girls that come in like every summer, and they're really, really bad. They always like drive in drunk, and they're super bad, and I recognize them because they've been bad every single year they've come. And I almost told Cam we shouldn't let them go.
I hadn't been there, so I didn't really know what they'd done previously. And so I said, guys, let's just do it. Like, let's just do the ride. We can kick them out if we want.
We'd kicked them off every other time, so we could do it again.
And in the beginning, I mean, they're bumping a little bit, whatever, which happens. And so when people are bumping a lot, you got to end the ride early. So we attempted to end the ride early. And I need to say they had been drinking. Okay, that was clear. So we go to end the ride, and they start parking. But then one group, one double, he's drunk, obviously, and he goes an extra lap. And we're still trying to tell him, like, hey, quit going. And he whips a U-turn and starts going the other direction. And then he, like, whips another U-turn and goes back to the same direction.
It was just the worst ride we've ever had, like, of all time. And I got so angry. I was like seeing red, and as he's going by, I like leap over, try to turn it off. I totally missed. And I just like jumped right like onto the cart, fell, and then I sprained my ankle really bad.
I went over to Grant, and he was clearly injured. He like couldn't walk for a little bit. And so as they were pulling out, a couple of them were in the back of the truck bed, too. And anyway, as they were pulling out, I yelled at them, never come back, and I flipped them off with both hands. I obviously had to drive Grant to the hospital. And then by the time I got back, they had found the guy's girlfriend's phone in the double-seater. The same double-seater that Grant tried to jump on and hurt himself. The same double-seater. I looked at the phone screen. It was clearly the same people in that cart. And so I was like, gee, what do I do? Well, first I was just kind of like tossing it around, kind of damaging it. Obviously, I was like just kind of throwing it onto some gravel and stuff. But I was like, well, I just need to destroy this thing because I can't get into it. So, and yeah, why was I destroying a phone randomly? Because these people are bad, okay? And they deserved it. They hurt my friend. This was the one thing. This was the vengeance I had. So I took the phone. I tightened it into a vice grip that we had in the mechanic shop for the go-karts. And I took a hammer and just beat it. And yeah, it was just destroyed, completely destroyed. And then I just chucked it into the woods out there because we're right next to a state park. So I just threw it into the state park. The next day or two, one of them called and was like, hey, have you guys found a phone there? They didn't tell us that it was the people that we kicked off, and I flipped off and said, never come back. They didn't say that. But they just said, hey, have you found a phone there? And we're like, no. We'll keep an eye out for it. They called back the next couple days. Hey, have you found a phone? No. And that they just eventually gave up. They didn't want to show their faces again, I'm sure. Because I might have fought that guy if he was, out, if I saw him again. I don't know. Even like the next year. I waited so long. I had that girl's number that called for the phone. And so I said that I'd seen her at a party at a different college that was nearby and that like she had cheated on him. And I did that. I called that number, and then I realized after a little bit, oh wait, that's the wrong number. So I called the right number. It was written on the phone case. It was like, if you find this phone, call this number, money symbol, money symbol, money symbol. Yeah, the money ain't gonna save you when you're like just a dickhead. No amount of money I wouldn't have given them that phone back. You know, if they called was like, hey, $1,000, no way, I'm destroying this thing. But anyway, I called that number, which turned out to be his mom, I believe. I did the same spiel about like, oh, I think he's being cheated on by his girlfriend. I saw her with another guy at this college that's near where she went to college. And like, I swear he called me like 20 times. I didn't do star 67. I did real my phone number. Called two of these people. And I swear, after that, I got a call from this same number like 20 times. And so I like looked up the number. I used like one of these websites that lets you see the owner of the number. And I know that was him. He called me like 20 times after that. Which is pretty good. I need to prank call him again, probably. That would be great. But yeah, that's all that I've really done with it for now. I think I also have his address now, too. So I need to bring it back up because it's still like I said, I wouldn't fight him now, but like I could prank call him again or something.